Hey y'all, it's Christy from Teadoddles here, and I'm just doing a little catch-up video since it's been a couple of weeks since I did a video. First, let's say welcome back subscribers, welcome new subscribers. I'm happy to have you here with me and my maker shenanigans. I do like to do the sewing things, the yarny things, and the DIY things, so you'll see a little bit of all of that here on this channel. If you like to make things, you might like it here. All right, y'all. Past 2 weeks have been great, y'all. I'm gonna probably mess with my bangs because I cut them myself, which obviously I am not a hair cutter. Of all the things that I do, cutting hair, no. They were getting so long and I hadn't had a chance to make an appointment. I couldn't stand it and I cut them, and now they're all, usually they go to this side, but they're kind of going this way because of the way, whatever I did. I just stopped and said, you know what, don't touch them anymore. Let them grow out. And then I'll go see my hairdresser, which I need to do because anyway, luckily I have a bunch of bangs, so it's not completely noticeable to some people. It's noticeable to me. Anywho, moving on. The past 2 weeks have been a little bit crazy. I talked a little bit about that. What, in my Facebook group? Yes, just a little bit. Let's see. The week before last, I went having jury duty, and I had to serve on a trial, and that basically ate up my whole week. If anybody's ever had to do that, it's not the best experience, I'll say. At least it was interesting, but yeah. I thought I had gotten out of it good because Monday I was only there for a little while. They picked some people to go up. We didn't have to go on Tuesday. Tuesday was the only day I went to school. I messed myself up because I thought, oh, I probably won't get called back. Nope, they called us back Wednesday. I was there from 9 to 5:45 Wednesday, and I was there pretty much that same amount of time the next 2 days because I was on a trial, which I was thankful they did get to the end of it. We got to do our little deliberation and stuff because I thought we were going to go into Saturday or Monday, the next Monday. So, and then last week we had STEM camp at the college, which I needed Monday to prepare for because students were coming to my classroom Tuesday and Wednesday afternoon, which meant I stayed late those 2 days, later than I normally do. And then Monday I stayed later for a meeting. And yeah, it was just it's so busy and so much extra stuff going on. I had to go to town a few times after work, and I was already later than usual. And there was a lot of things going on the weekend. Memorial Day was in between those 2 weeks. I think that's correct. Or before, no, Memorial Day was the weekend before I did jury duty. That's what it is. Okay, so yeah, it was just no, Memorial Day was. I'm getting my weeks confused. I don't know. I can't remember. That was at the beginning of it. It doesn't matter. Like I said, it's been a busy 2 weeks. I've been tired. I had other stuff I still had to do. So filming videos didn't happen because I was tired. And I've been laying bricks out behind my house for a patio. And I had to cut grass. But we've had a lot of rain so far. It's not quite technically summer till the 20th, but it's hot already here where I live at, so it's summer. And my grass, it's like it grows double size because it rained. It's like I come back home and like it had rained, and it's like the grass is. Anyway, I need to weed eat. I'm probably gonna do that this evening. I'll wait till it cools off and do that a little bit. When it cools off, it's still humid out there. Anyway, that's what's been going on. I'm going to show you a few things that I have managed to work on. I won't say they're last month. Some of this was this month. I don't remember when I did some of it. But I'll talk a little bit about that and kind of show you what's been going on. And this Wednesday, I know I have a video coming out because I did a video for this shirt that I made. So it'll be coming out this Wednesday. So hopefully I'll be back to my regular routine better and get things straightened up, caught up, all that mess that I need to do because Whew. Phew. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So let's see. Sewing. What have I done sewing wise? I did a video for this shirt. Well, I did a video for the sleeves and the French seams I did on it. So this shirt here, which I made out of a rayon, and this is a lace, a kind of stretch lace I had. You can't really see it, but there's the got a V-neck. So original pattern called for kind of a fold over with button placket going down, but I didn't really want to do that with this shirt. It wound up being too big in this area, so I just crossed it over and sliced it and made a seam down the center. And I said I like that better. I feel like it needed a button placket with that big V on it. Anyway, and it's got a little bit of a pleat in the back. I don't remember what pattern I used, but I did talk about it in those videos. I'll try to remember to put a thing up here for both of them back to back or something, for the sleeve one and for the French seams. And I think I mentioned the pattern I used in there. So it's a little wrinkly because I just washed it and I air dry this because it is rayon. And I'll go over it with a steamer before I wear it. I've worn it several times already. It's nice and cool and comfy, and I really like it. Something else I did is I finally finished my pajama pants, which all I had to do, yeah, I did the hem on the bottom. I had to do the waistband. So I just did elastic waistband, and it's got the front pockets, and then this one is the same. It's just in a different print. That's so bright. But these are flannel, so I wouldn't be wearing those until the weather gets cold again. So for quite a while, but they're done. I want to make some of my other. I got some those fun rayon prints. I want to make some new summer PJ sets. So I did get those finished. So that's something that I finally got finished. And then this is the shirt that the video will be coming out Wednesday for. I actually copied a shirt I already had, so I showed y'all how I did that without cutting apart the shirt because I like the shirt and I still wear it. This just came out of the dryer, so it's a little bit wrinkled, but it's a shirt here. You see the side slits. And I put little cuts in it, and I cut out the back like this. So it's two different fabrics. This is I believe the other one's a rayon too. I'm not completely sure, but the front one is definitely a rayon. It has this cute heart, almost leopardy looking print. That's like a foil, goldish foil on it. And then this it's more sheer, but it has like the sparkly lines through it. And I made this specifically to go to a Poison tribute concert. So if y'all don't know what Poison is, y'all can look it up. It's an 80s hair band, but it was a tribute, so it wasn't, the real people. They dressed like them. They had wigs in this. I've been to some tribute bands where they actually grow their hair like the people, but they had wigs and stuff on this. But they were really good. So it was a great concert. I enjoyed it, danced a lot. But that's specifically why I made this shirt. So I may wear it to another rock concert, or I may just keep it as a sleeveless shirt. It's really long, but I wanted it to be nice and cool and long. And I still was hot, just sweating, but it was definitely cool. I'll say that. So that is the other shirt I finished. And like I said, I didn't use a pattern for this. I copied a shirt I have that I bought that I really liked, and in the video you'll see what I did to copy it and how I did some things, because the original shirt, it doesn't have slashes in the back, but it has like this part goes all the way across, and then it's just completely open in the back. It's also a really nice and cool shirt. I like just flowy, cool shirts in summer because I'm sweating. And I didn't get a picture. I'm terrible about getting a picture of myself in these shirts. I did get a picture on the mannequin, though. The only other picture I have is me and my friend, and I don't like to put I mean, they may give me permission to put it on there, but I prefer to keep my friends out of this. If that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. I know they're not really. It's kind of odd that my closest friends are not crafty kind of people that don't do this kind of thing. Um, I've helped them do stuff like this for different reasons, but uh, it it just worked out that way, and that's okay. All right. So next, I'm gonna. I did a video a little bit ago of a kind of time lapse of me painting this little painting. It's sitting over here somewhere. Because I've been wanting to do things like that, and I wanted a little bit more DIY videos on here. I don't have a whole lot of DIY videos on here. I tend to do that on my blog, which I need to do a blog post on there too. But I thought painting would be neat, and it's something I've been wanting to do more of. So that was my little trial and error thing, seeing how I could put it together and show it. So I think it turned out decent. So my next painting project, which I've already recorded this part, but I won't post a video until I get everything recorded and it's finished. But I wanted to show you the progress on it. So it's a heart. Here we go. This is watercolor, and if you look real close, you can see my little pencil lines where I drew this on here. I found like an old print, an anatomical print of a heart, like a what was it, the not the fairy godmother, who is that? She has all the something godmother, I can't think of it. I'll try to put a link down below. But she always shares old prints you can like use for decoupage and stuff, like she gets out of old textbooks and stuff or whatever. So it's like a free print thing, and I just looked at it and kind of sketched out my shape so I could do it, because the print is, well, I have it over here, or no, I think I moved it over there. The print's much smaller. I just sketched it out so I could cover my canvas. But I have an idea about what I'm doing to add to this. That might be a little weird that I'm painting an anatomical heart, but I have a purpose behind this, and once it's done, you'll see, and maybe y'all understand, y'all enjoy it. So I've got more work to do on this. This is just my beginnings, okay? So, and this was actually, I'd shown it before. I'd gotten an extra paint canvas when I went to one of those paint and sip parties, and I just got the drawing. I was going to paint for somebody. I never did, so I just used it. I erased as much as I could, and then I painted over it because it didn't erase off. So that's what that canvas came from. Now, the only other thing I was going to talk about, I found this really cool Raven, is it Ravensburger or Ravensburger? I don't know, puzzle. I think this is the first one I have, and it's a pretty popular one. I watch some people who do puzzles on YouTube and stuff. Those competitions where they do it so fast. I don't think I'd ever do a competition, because I think it would take the fun out of it for me. It's just kind of one of those things where I sit and put it together and enjoy it. I don't want to be seeing how fast I can do it, really. So the last puzzle I did was a 2,000 piece, which is the biggest puzzle I've done. I'll try to remember to put an image in here. And then y'all could check it out and see it. And when I was in Ollie's the other day, I just went to check out the puzzles because I really needed a new one. I have one in there that I'm kind of avoiding. It's a landscape puzzle of like the Grand Canyon, just all browns, because it's just the Grand Canyon, and I'm like, it's gonna take forever, but I'll put it together eventually. But anyway, I do like a challenge. So, and they had some Ravensburger puzzles, and they had two different 2,000 piece ones. Which one of the prints I really didn't like, so I found this one. I said, this is kind of fun. I think I would enjoy putting this together. And the price on it was really good. I think they had some smaller ones too. So if you're into puzzles and you're looking for the Ravensburger puzzles, because they're usually on the higher end and price wise, and this was just a really good deal. But let me show you the puzzle. This is the puzzle here. It's just a kind of funky ocean, but above ocean kind of thing. It's like flip-flopping. Like the people are under the water. See? And then the fish are wearing little things under the water, but then they live in the houses. So I thought that was fun. And y'all, this was only $5. It was $4.99. Yeah, $4.99. It says the original price was $12.99, which I'm pretty sure, I haven't looked it up online, but last time I looked at Ravensburger puzzles, a big one like a 2,000 piece, I'm pretty sure it was more than $12.99. So I'm excited because it's my first one Ravensburger wise, but I can't start on it yet. They're supposed to be really high quality puzzles and fit together really well. I can't start on it yet because I have a painting going on my table, but this is a paint by number that I'm working on. I find puzzles and painting to be meditative. I play a podcast or something, and I'll sit there, or I'll just listen to music and I'll paint. It's just kind of meditative. Much like crochet, which I haven't crocheted in a while. I am way behind on my forecast blanket and my temperature cross stitch. I haven't done any of those things. I really, with the cross stitch especially, I have to have a little bit of brain space left to focus on those. And there's been none left for me to focus on because it just got sucked away with all the stuff going on the past 2 weeks. But anyway, this is the painting I'm working on currently, paint by number, if that'll pop up. Yeah, it's the moon. It's really pretty, but as I find with most of these paint by numbers, the colors that they give you do not look like the colors in this picture. At least this one, the paint was still good. It wasn't all dried up. The last one I did, most of the paint was completely dried up, but I had it for a long time. But I worked through it, and I have been, because last time I used some alcohol markers I have, and alcohol ink markers, and to color in and then get the paint to spread out better, and that worked good. So I did that on this one too, just because it makes it easier for me to find most of them. I always miss some numbers, get them colored in, and then I can go over it with the paint. I just enjoy doing that. And so as it goes a little faster with alcohol markers, but most of them they don't have the coverage like the paint does if the paint is good. So that's what I got going right now. So once that gets done, I'll be moving on to this puzzle. So that's what's been going on with me. I don't have any other sewing or anything to show right now. I am going to be this month still continuing just to work on things as I decide. I'll definitely be working on that painting. I have another shirt over there and some of these shirts are stuff that I had cut out last summer that I didn't get sewn. So I went ahead and I was like, let's go ahead and sew these because they're already cut out. So I have another shirt that I want to work on this week. And I'm going to get that done. I am off Thursday for the holiday. So I actually have a 4-day weekend this weekend. So that's interesting. And then we got one more week and then we'll be on summer break for a week. So, yeah, that's what's been up in my world, my crafty world, my maker world. I am probably, let's see what time it is. I don't know that I'll get any sewing done today, but I'm going to go weed eat this afternoon. That seems odd, but it gets me outside, gives me some exercise, and it's when it's cooler. So that's what I've been doing a lot of times in the evenings. I enjoy being outside, but when it's really hot, oof, do not like that. So, all right. I think I'm going to let y'all go before I ramble on some more. Y'all remember to have a life lived creatively, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.